So in the previous video we did the basic coding of our component where we had an idea box and inside that we could add our ideas. So today we will be adding the useContext and useReducer inside our component. So we are going to pass down a theme of all our components, either light or dark, which would change the appearance of our component. So first of all, we will need to create a context which will be available to our component tree. So inside the components folder, I'm creating a new file, ThemeContext.js. And initially I am going to import React from React and also the create context. Next we are going to create a const ThemeContext and then assign it to create context. Lastly, export default ThemeContext. This isn't much to this file, however we will need to import it wherever we are providing or consuming context. So inside of app we are going to add this component and toggle the theme based on the click of a button. And the import of the theme context, the new call to use state, the toggle theme function, and the updates to the return. So we will go to our app component and here we are going to import theme context from theme context. And then we are going to change a few things here. So this will change it to function. So first let us go ahead and make a change in our card component, that is card.js. Here we will be importing useContext and we will also import the theme context. So import theme context. Now here we are going to create a const value assigned to useContext and theme context is the argument. So this is the change which we are going to make in the card.js file, and we are going to update the card.css file to define some classes based on our light and dark theme. So card.css. After this we are going to add dot light Here also we are going to add another thing, that is value. Rest remains the same. Now here we are going to add light. So for light we want the color to be black and the background to be white. Next, for dark we want the color to be white and the background to be black. Now we can change the theme that is being passed into the ThemeContext.provider in app.js, and our card component will know about it. So now let us go ahead and make our changes inside the app.js component finally, using useContext and useReducer. So context gives us a way to pass the information to our whole application without using props. And reducers give us predictable pattern for how our state will update. Using these two contexts together is very powerful and will allow you to build much larger application while keeping them maintainable. So in app.js we are going to import use state, use effect, and use reducer. Next we are going to create our initial state. This initial state has ideas as an empty array and the theme is initially dark. Now const reducer state and action. Now we will add the switch. So again action dot type. First case is toggle theme. In toggle theme we are going to create a const new theme assigned to state dot theme, and it checks for light or dark. So is it light, then we will change it to dark, or else we will leave it to as it is. So then light. Now inside the return we are going to return state ideas, which is assigned to state dot ideas, and also action dot idea. Next is case remove idea. In remove idea we have a const filtered idea. This is assigned to state dot ideas dot filter idea according to the idea dot id, which is not equals to actions dot id. Here return state and ideas is assigned to filtered ideas. And lastly we have the default case. So default return state. Now here we are going to create const state and dispatch, calling useReducer, and then we will pass the reducer and initial state. Then we will be calling useEffect, this useEffect is going to take document dot title idea box, and it is going to display state dot ideas dot length. Now toggle theme is going to handle the action. So const action type toggle theme. This is going to dispatch action. So for now we will just comment this out. We do not need the render here. So after this dispatch we will be calling the ThemeContext provider. So ThemeContext dot provider. The value is assigned to state comma dispatch. And now inside a main tag with a class name. So this is same. We have just added this inside the return statement, so no need of this. Just copy it and paste it here. So currently we have done all the things, but we are getting some errors, so let us try to resolve these errors. Yeah, so I will go over the code once again. So this ideas is an empty string because without that you will get an error that ideas is not defined, and we are mapping this idea inside our ideas.js. So when we are doing that, we need to define it first. So initially this was just set to ideas. Now we will set it to ideas, an empty string. So here we are defining the idea as an empty string, so that will handle the error. Otherwise you will get a type error here. Now back to app.js, we have a const initial state where the idea is an empty string and the theme is dark. I have added 4 reducers. The first one is toggle theme, where the new theme is state.theme. It is going to check whether it is light or dark, and then it is going to change according to that. The second one is add idea, which is going to add the idea because we do not want to remove that part in from the idea box, because we are going to add or remove the idea. So the state is set to ideas, and it is going to add state dot ideas and action dot idea. So you will get that card component again like we saw in the previous video. So this is an important case. Third case is the remove idea. That is, we should have an option of removing the idea already. We are just adding the theme context changing toggle button here using the useContext and useReducer. So the third case is remove idea. Here we have a const filtered ideas, which is set to state.ideas.filter, and the idea is being filtered according to the id, which is being matched to the id of the action which is dispatched, and it is going to return a copy of the previous state, and the ideas is set to the filtered ideas. So the filtered ideas is again going to check the idea id. We are keeping the id here as the key parameter, so that id is a unique feature, so it will go according to that. Now we have a function toggle theme. You can see that it has the const action and the type is toggle theme. So this is going to dispatch our action of changing the theme. Whenever we press on this button, then our action of toggle theme will be dispatched. So the toggle theme function is responsible for that. Without this, it will again cause something which is not in our plan. So we'll just go through this completely, and also we will add a button. This button will have the on click of the toggle theme, and we have also named this button toggle theme. The styling of this button is according to the styling of the submit button, because it is also inside the same class name app, and we have already defined the css for this class name. So the color and the everything will remain according to that. So now we are going to save all our files, and we are just going to have a look at the output. So you can see we have the topic idea box, a toggle theme button in the center, idea description box, and the submit. So idea 1, building a React app. And as soon as we click on submit, so you will see nothing new appears. But as soon as you press the toggle theme button, you can see the change in the theme. Now let us add another idea. So this idea, second card is going to follow the same theme of the first one. So let us write use context plus use reducer example. And if I click on submit, then you can see the idea 2 appeared, and it is of the theme black. Now it is in the theme of light. Third idea 3. Let us add idea 3, and this is like and subscribe. for more videos. And now if I click on submit, then you can see 3 of the cards appear in one row, and whenever we click on the toggle theme button, then these ideas change, the cards change the theme from light to dark and vice versa. So that's it for today's video. Do like our video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next video.